To begin, sex education has a vital importance in preventing teenage pregnancy and other sex-related dangers. It is critical that students are properly informed in order to protect themselves and remain healthy. There has been a great amount of debate concerning sexual health and the best way to help those who are at risk of contracting or spreading STDs or HIV. Title 33, Section 1608 of Idaho Legislature believes that the place for sex education is a responsibility for family life, including information presented from the church. Idaho's programs are abstinence-only based. On the other hand, a number of experts from sexuality education legislation and policy agree that a comprehensive sex education is considered to improve outcomes related to sexual health. I stand with the experts and organizations that wish to improve sex education, and I will argue that the state of Idaho should widen procedures on how sex is taught in school curriculums. As I have spent 14 years in Idaho's education system, I have come to the conclusion that sex ed is not adequate enough to help prevent unsafe methods of sex. Today, I will argue on 3 reasons why the state of Idaho should adopt a comprehensive sex education. First, the improved programs will reduce teenage pregnancy rates. Second, the improved programs will decrease the cases of HIV and STDs. And third, despite my opposition's claim, a comprehensive sex education will not increase sexual activity. I will first argue that the state of Idaho should advance sex ed programs in order to fight against increasing teenage pregnancy rates. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services states that Idaho is ranked high among teenage pregnancy rates, sitting at 26 out of 51 in females aged 15 to 19. National data represents that there is a positive correlation between abstinence-only education and teenage pregnancy rates, according to experts from the National Institutes of Health. Their studies show that increasing abstinence-only education will also increase teenage pregnancy rates. Across the states, a comprehensive sex education is correlated with the lowest rates of teenage pregnancy. Considering this data, implementing a sex education program, an improved sex education program, will eventually decrease these birth rates in Idaho. Widening sex education programs will not only help reduce the number of teenage pregnancy, but will also help decrease the number of cases of STDs and HIV. This leads me to my second argument. The current state of Idaho laws for sex education are adversely contributing to increasing rates of STDs and HIV cases. Idaho State Journal published an article elaborating on the increases of reported cases. The data shows that there were nearly 7,000 infected individuals that were just in a year alone. According to idahohealth.gov, 80% of STD and HIV cases are between the ages 15 through 24. This age range is typically when most students learn about sexual health and sexuality. Insufficient education is contributing to high rates of STD and HIV cases. A comprehensive sex education is intended to give students the knowledge, skills, and values needed to obtain an appropriate and healthy sexual life. Over time, this will eventually help reduce the numbers of STDs and HIV cases in Idaho. The application of a comprehensive sex education would greatly diminish the increasing rates of sexually transmitted diseases and HIV. The strongest opposition to implementing this program is based upon fear that the education will provoke or increase sexual behavior. This argument is based upon false information. This leads me to my third argument. Implementing a comprehensive sex education does not increase sexual behavior. First, the evidence does not support this claim. According to advocatesforyouth.org, evidence shows that these programs actually delay sexual activity. Their study showed that 40% of their participants had reduced sexual initiation and had also reduced their number of sexual partners. Additionally, 30% of participants had reduced their frequency of sex and some had even returned to abstinence. Second, the arguments against adopting a new sex education curriculum are based on too few examples. The same organization evaluated those who had received a comprehensive sex education. Results showed that these students did not increase sexual behavior or become more sexually active. Third, research shows that comprehensive sex educations do not increase sexual behavior and do help reduce the number of teenage pregnancy and cases of STDs and HIV. Being properly informed about safe sexual behavior plays a critical role in how individuals protect themselves against aspects of unwanted pregnancy, deadly diseases, and infections. It is apparent that the opposition to implementing a comprehensive sex education is based upon doubt and not the evidence. In conclusion, the state of Idaho should adopt a comprehensive sex education in replace of an abstinence-only education for 3 reasons. First, the improved programs will decrease teenage pregnancy rates. Second, the improved programs will reduce the number of HIV and STD cases. And finally, my opposition claims that a comprehensive sex education is closely linked with increased sexual behavior. However, this is analytically false. It is critical that the state of Idaho takes evasive action and implements a comprehensive sex education in order to ensure and improve the health and future of adolescents. And here is my speaking outline.